What we saying, boys? Lads, I thought, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna bang this shirt on today. I saw it in my thing. I thought, you know what, bruv? Fuck it. So I thought, you know what, man's bopping it. So man's bopping it. Hope we're well, lads. Hope we are well. Let me get this window open up, Jukes. It's fucking double lot in here. That's better. Afternoon, people. Hope we're well. I need to get this bias off now. Let me actually get this bias off. We have a brand new narrative. Feel better, bro. Yeah, man. Woo! You know them shit. My window's open, so I've got to be careful what I say. But, bro, when you take, there's actually not much of a better feeling when taking an absolute lock. Not even gonna lie, like no cap. Nothing's better than logging. You know what I mean? We'll let everyone jump in, boys. I'm gonna go live on TikTok, but I'm gonna try and do it from my phone today, not from the Streamlabs, because I don't really get many views when I do a stream on there. I feel like it's much better when I'm actually just on the phone. Let me get this set up, lads. 2 secs. Am I allowed to do that? Or okay, there we go. Look at the cameo. Right, actually, let me just send this link quickly into the free chat. But afternoon, my people. I hope we are well. I want to go over I want to go over EU a lot today, and just the Euro really. Not a lot today, but for the first like 15 minutes, I do want to go over the bias we've sort of had for the time being, and mainly today, and sort of why we've had this flip and what's caused this flip. Because obviously what we've seen the start of this week has been, for me, sort of a manipulative move. Hence why I've not wanted to jump in anything. I mean, there's not been any opportunities for my strategy anyway. But in terms of actual trades, there's really not been much. And there's a reason for that. It's because we're waiting for a lot more. Bro, how am I already getting invited to go on live? Let me send these announcements in, man. Yeah, Shane. My fucking cousin. What's good, brother? Let me just get this one in, lads. Right, I sent that announcement in, boys. But yeah, a few things I want to go over today, really, when it comes to the Euro, because a lot of people really have sort of misunderstood, and there's been a lot of telltales why the Euro is going to be bullish and why we're going to get that flip in the market, and soon we're going to start getting that pound bearish, which really I think positions we could really be seeing this week would definitely be pushing towards those EG buys, EU buys. The reason I'm more sort of towards EG buys than EU buys is because when we get that pound interest rate cut, which is coming tomorrow at 12 o'clock, so less than 24 hours now, we're probably going to start pricing that into the markets. We're not priced it in massively yet. I mean, in terms of GU, we're up, but mainly because of the dollar bearishness. So yeah, a lot of people were pretty manipulated. I mean, it was very unlucky today because I was really anticipating the move to come down to the Friday 50. So if you got into EU sales today, it was very unlucky. Very unlucky. We just didn't have that volume, and we know that, right? It's low volume markets. This is why I'm not looking for any sell to buy orders. And what I mean by sell to buy is sell off the Friday to the Friday 50, even though my main position is the buys. So hence why, bro, why is my left eye just watering, bro? Yes, Cleary, what we saying, brother? What we saying? Probably well, man. Looking sharp, cars, bro. I need a trim, man. Really could do with a trim. I'm getting one tomorrow. Good afternoon, mate. Slow viewers today. Just 18 YouTube. Yeah, I've only just started, bro. Louis, you hit a jackpot prediction. Just saying, congrats on it. Yeah, EU. I'll be real. A lot of people would say. I mean, I'm not too sure what Louis even had on his chart. To be honest with you, boys, I don't know what he was looking at. What was he looking at today? What we saying, TikTok, man? Who's over on there? Yes, Mez. What you saying, my boy? Big watermelon. What's good, brother? Jack, what you saying, cuz? D bands, here's what you saying, lads. Boys, by the way, I always stream on you. Whenever we stream on TikTok, right, we stream on YouTube, and you can see my whole screen. It probably is going to be better, so make sure you jump on the YouTube, man. For the rest of the day, really, I can see just EU continuing. I mean, I don't want to see it continue too much because I want to get in EU buyers, and tomorrow it's going to be difficult if we literally trade the whole way up. So yeah, sales for EU. Now, I was more looking for buyers for EU this morning. That's the only thing I was looking at, was buying the euro. The only thing I was looking to do. EG ran straight away. It broke the high quite early on during London. I think early during European session. I think EG grabbed the high, yeah, around 7.5, and then we started to see price just continue from there, as we can see for EG. But realistically, like I said, for today, we don't want to see price move too high to the upside. If we want to get some good trades tomorrow London session, we're going to have to see price really come to the Friday 50. So I don't want to have a nice expanded range for today, for tomorrow's Friday range, because that will just be difficult for us to actually get in a discount area to buy. Same with EG. So I really don't hope we continue EU and EG up. Where we are at in EU in terms of the higher time frame, and really why I can't pin a point on a trade. I'm looking for more bullish now because the euro economy is definitely doing a lot stronger than others. But the only reason that I think a lot of people are going for sells is because higher time frame is telling us sells. The bias we've had recently in terms of what the last week has been pretty bearish up until like last week we started being bullish the whole time. So, and the reason for that was the main narrative of the tariff coming in was not great for EU. So yeah, exactly, Shane. We want to see a good enough retracement to see price come down. So I don't want to see a massive expansion today. I do want to see price actually give us a relatively still a big range is calm, but not something where we're just literally trading to the upside the whole time. We had retail sales come out today as well for EU for the euro, which if I just double check here, I'm not too sure they come out. I wasn't actually looking, so I think they come out at like 10 or something or 9, and I wasn't too bothered at that point for trades. Okay, so yeah, come out year on year, come out quite well in terms of retail sales for the euro. So again, another reason to make the euro strong. Again, when it comes to the EU, boys, we're looking at a very strong economy. Retail sales year on year is up, growth year on year and quarterly is up. We're looking at interest rates are now stopped the cut, so no reason for us to be bearish for an interest rate decision. Inflation at BOE's target. Labour market's still strong. Like, our data's very well coming out of the euro. And I think a lot of people, and bearing in mind, we've seen a lot of, we've been seeing the government bonds, or bunds, should I say, from Germany come down quite a lot. Which, again, is a lot of relief for the euro, especially if they've got these deals through tariffs for the US, which is, I can't actually remember what they were. What was it again? Was it like 600 fucking billion quid in, like, in pretty much, I can't even remember what it massively was. But I'm with the euro really with the strength. I mean, for me, I was strong on the euro whenever the economy was strong. But again, the tariff deal between the US and EU did make it hard. Was it what? Why you don't? You are live from your office. They put it out. What, bro? English, please, brother. I thought, you know what? I'll back this top on today. I saw it and I thought, why the fuck not? I thought, bro, honestly, I purchased this. Okay, I've missed a few buttons. I've literally got my belly button out of my cock. Buckets! That's what it feels like though, man. So really, yeah, buys EU, EG are the best positions for the rest of this week. Going into tomorrow, I think EG will be really nice with the interest rate decision of cut. I think we've pretty much priced in the cut now. Not much to actually really worry about there. So I think that pound bearishness is inevitably coming. So EG buys are going to be really nice next week. Hopefully we see some nice stuff tomorrow morning. Start seeing that pound already pricing in that bearish cut. But again, like we've been pretty untradeable in terms of EU today. We've just continued to the upside. The 4 hour was so bullish, and we've just continued. So for me, bias was correct, but in terms of trades, have you got pants on today, mate? No, I actually don't. I'm actually wearing Muay Thai shorts with my cock in them, and it actually feels really uncomfortable. Nah, I'm joking. Today I've got pants on, man. Imagine. Mate, that would actually be so uncomfortable. I'm generally wearing Muay Thai shorts, and this would be... Bro, I'm wearing the weirdest outfit right now, innit? I'm not even going to lie. I just realised what I'm wearing, bro. I just realised... In fact, I'm going to show you, man, what I'm bopping at the moment. This is what I'm... Hope you, man, you man on YouTube can't see, but this is actually what I'm backing at the moment. This is how I go around town as well, normally. Wait, let me get on my chair so you man on the YouTube can see me. So this is actually what I'm backing today. No cap. Bro, wow, I'm not gonna lie, that chair is bare wonky, bro. Get me down from there! I'm too small to be on chairs and shit. Isn't this bearish? What are you looking at? What are you looking at as bearish, bro? You're looking at EU. GU still coming up even on the pounds bearish, so you can tell the dollar, we've got some real dollar weakness there. Some of vibes, trust me. It's actually it was an alright day as well, to be honest with you. I'm not in any trades right now. Really, what I'm really trying to pinpoint is when we're going to start getting that pound bearishness. We've got the euro strength, which is great. It's like a Tate outfit. Trust, bro. I just realised, didn't it? I just realised what I was wearing, man. I looked down and realised I'm also wearing Muay Thai shorts and some funky ass shirt, bro. Let's say you know I'm unemployed. Yo, bro, I'm 200k funded right now. How you think I should play it out? Exact same way you used to pass it, bro. No different. I mean, when it comes to trading, right, especially with funded accounts, is we shouldn't pass the challenges to pass a challenge. You know, we should be passing the challenges by just being profitable. Like, our main aim should just be profitability. At no point should we change anything just because we are trading on a funded account, right? So, for an example, you'll be trading the exact same way you should be trading your challenge accounts, really. That's what I would say. Call G Longs London plus 5%. Lovely stuff, man. When did you jump in? What, after Asia Low? We come back down to the Friday 50, which is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to see from GU and EU today. But for me, not even for me, there was just no entry model for me to actually get in on. in terms of a trade, 5-minute trade throughs came here. And again, we're looking at price to come to the Friday 50. So I don't want to buy unless we get to this Friday 50. So once we got to this Friday 50, this was our 5-minute inversion just here. And time we actually traded through that, it was near enough 11 o'clock. The same as yesterday. So we're getting, in terms of the move for London, they are coming a lot later, which just goes to show how illiquid these markets are and the low volume that's just about. Yeah, lovely stuff, GU. Lovely stuff, man. But that's the thing. If you're getting in at a Friday 5th, the Friday range is so crucial, and that's why I always say and that's why I jump on New York and see how we're gonna trade. Are we gonna create a massive Friday range? If we are, it's gonna be pretty shit for tomorrow because regardless if it's a big or small range, I still want premium or discount trading depending on where I'm going. Don't you think trading currencies is dead boring because of the volume? I started gold, never went back. You shouldn't change markets because of volumes, boys. There's opportunities always, right? The market always moves up and down, and there's always a reason for it. Just because there's less liquidity in the market doesn't mean at some point there's going to be more liquidity. There's phases in the market where there's low volume, and there's phases in the market where there's high volume, and there's phases in the market where there's sort of a medium-term volume. Summertime normally has lower volume. There's less traders in the market, right? And that is the exact same thing year in, year out. That is statistically and data a fact. So if you're able to realize that, you sort of it doesn't really matter because your strategy should be based around the cycles in the market. For me, I'm still profitable. I don't trade because it's fun as well, bro. I trade because it's my job. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna stop trading Forex because it's boring. That would be a stupid reason. Like our trading shouldn't be fun. Really, like at the end of the day, it shouldn't be fun. If it's fun to you, then you're probably just gambling more than anything. I don't find trading fun. I'll be so honest. I find it fucking boring. I do. But that does not stop me identifying why a currency's weak, why a currency's strong, and where I can get a trade from it. At the end of the day, man, it's something that makes me money. I'm not here to have fun, really, at the end of the day. That's why we do these lives and that, man. This is our fun part. This is what keeps us motivated and keeps us happy, you know. And he streams in the morning and stuff. But for me, when it comes to trading, man, it's not fun. It's not fun. I'll be so honest. Why did price surge like that in the morning? We got a very strong euro, very weak dollar. Main movement was because of the weak dollar. But again, we had retail sales come out that was very positive for the euro. Little bit of didn't price into the market instantly, hence why we didn't see it coming as soon as drop came. But at the end of the day, like, with discipline beats emotion always. That's it, bro. No cap. No, bro, I love it. Enjoy. I left my 9 to 5 being 3 years trading, two being profitable. Nice, bro. Yeah, I'll be honest, bro. I don't enjoy trading. For me personally, I don't anymore. I did, but not anymore, man. I wouldn't say I love it. I'll be lying to you, man, if I said I love it. But I still analyze the markets with way more than what most people do. Because again, at the end of the day, man, it's my job and it's earned me a decent amount of money through the past good few years. So there's no reason to stop. I more trade for freedom than trade for money, you know. That's sort of where I'm at. My fun comes to my sort of personal time, you know. Y'all bros know who. Y'all planning Thailand 2026. We've not yet, bro. We was gonna go to Dubai in about a month's time, and then we was gonna start sort of planning something for 2026. Have you made over $1 million from trading? We haven't made over $1 million from trading. Can't wait for the day that I say I can, but no, I haven't yet. En route though, lads. En route. What do you think for GJ? Good question, because the yen has been moving a little bit dodgy for me. I would say GJ is not the best positions for a yen pair. The reason why is because the yen and the pound are both quite bearish, you know. So I would say when we're looking at the yen, we want to find a currency that's strong. All right, so we want to be looking for buyers for EJ. What currency can we look at? UJ buyers, not really, because again the dollar's bearish. EJ, exact same as EU. The best positions coming out of EU or GU is EU, and the best positions coming out of EJ, GJ will be EJ. Why? Because the positions are so more efficient. The moves are so more efficient. We've got a weak currency and a strong currency. As FX traders, boys, the our main goal is to dictate whether a currency is stronger or weaker than another. That's our goal. So if we're just trading a pair because we feel like it, I mean, if you trade GJ, that's one of your pairs, then absolutely fine. But if you trade GJ, make sure you're looking at the euro as well, because EJ and UJ are going to have different trades depending on obviously market sentiment. And at the moment, GJ is going to be difficult. But when you're looking at EJ buys, UJ buys, it's going to be a lot nicer. GJ sells is calm, but again we've got like the yen is pretty weak, and we've seen GJ come up today, even though the pound is bearish. So for me, that tells me that the yen is also weak. So for me, my only, I mean, you're in your trade now, right? So there's nothing that we can do that's going to change it. So at the end of the day, it's either stop loss or TP for you now. But for me, I'd say for future reference, try and find the best pair to trade against you again. And I don't mean go ahead and flick through charts and try and find the best and try and find an entry on something. That's not what I mean. I mean, if you trade the yen, trade a few pairs with it. Don't just trade. What pairs do you trade, YK? Just so I know. A mil is insane. Yeah, I don't think people realise how much a mil is. Like, it's a lot of money to make from trading. Like, at the end of the day, we have access to a decent amount of funds. But a lot of people who make over $1 million in trading trade for a firm and take commission. So, getting $1 million, some people can make that in trading from like 10 years, 20 years, some less. 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. For me, I don't trade for money, so I don't have like an ultimate goal of hitting like £1 million from trading. My main goal is just to have as much freedom as possible and let that milli come for me. You trade EG, GU, and EU, don't you, mate? Yeah, exactly. The reason I trade these three pairs, right, is so I can actually dictate where the best trade is going to come from through efficiency, which is the weaker pair, which is the strongest. If I can acknowledge that the euro is stronger than the pound, I'll be going for EG buys. If I can see that EU is bullish, but at the same time the dollar's really weak, then I also got positions for EU. So EU and EG currently, that's exactly what I'm looking for now, is the buys over there. Not necessarily looking for GU shorts or anything like that, or EG or anything like that. Mainly just focusing on the EU and EG. The reason why is because the euro is strong. Find that strong currency out of your pairs, out of your currency, sorry, and then trade that against the weakest. You're going to give yourself the easiest run of trades. When I say easiest, I don't mean it's going to stand now just be fucking piss easy. I mean, out of what you have in front of you, you're going to get the best trade out of the most efficient pairs. And the way to do that is find which is the weakest, which one's the strongest. So for me today, EU was the best buys, EG was the best buys. We've got weak dollar, weak pound. In terms of volume, EU is obviously much better for the long. EG not as great, but still could have got some nice positions out there. For me, no entries. Why? Because we didn't see price come to the sell side liquidity of Asia, sweep the low, then move up, or even come below the Friday 50%, or even give us an entry at all. So yeah, and again now we're just seeing EU fly. Just continuing. What's your session indicator called? That's clean. It's my own indicator, bro. I got this made for me and my people in the Discord. It's called Session Ranges and Equilibriums by Rich S. It's not available just to type up on indicators, but if you drop me a message on Instagram, bro, let me just get my Instagram up. If you drop me a message, I'll send you an invite to the Discord, and it's over in there. And that goes for everyone else. If anyone else wants the indicator, just drop me a message on our socials, and then I'll DM you back. We've also got like trading journals. We've also got on our website as well. We've got fucking, what do we have? Lot size calculator, and we've got an economic calendar as well. So if you boys need anything like that, We've got all the fucking tools. Just drop me a message, man. I can help any of you boys out with any of that stuff. Yeah. I use SMT to find the strongest pair. I trade EU, GU, EJ, and GJ. So my question is, why didn't you go for, like, look for EJ buys instead of GJ? No, sorry. Why did you look for GJ sells instead of EJ buys? Because this is the thing with SMT. I like the concept of SMT, but my opinion on it is, all you have to really look at is just look at where the are the currencies strong, are they weak. When you're able to find that out, you can actually dictate the best trade, best pair. Because for me, if I had those 4 pairs in front of me, YK, the 2 trades I'll be looking for is the two pairs I'll be looking for a trade for will be EU and EJ. Because I know the euro's strong and I know the yen's weak. For GU and GJ, I know that the pound's weak and I know that the yen's weak. So the best positions aren't going to come from GJ or GU, right? Sorry, GJ or GU. Fucking hell. Finding the most effective trade is needed, boys. Is so needed. In terms of trades for the rest of the day, I don't think there's going to be anything in front of us. We've got to realise that the markets aren't... In fact, we're too bullish for the euro. We're too weak for the dollar. We're too weak for the pound. So we're just seeing a very one-dimensional move, which is causing us to unable to get any entries here. So it is difficult. But again, knowing when and when not to be in the markets is so key. And right now, these are the times to not be. Why? We've got low volume. We've got a very uncertain market, and that's shown by the loss of volume that we've had throughout the last few months. GJ didn't take liquidity, and EJ did with the SMT. The pair doesn't take, the high is stronger. Just got to react to what he gives us. Fair play, YK. If that's your move, that's your move, man. I hope your trade goes well for you, man. GU still continuing. How is GJ doing? It is stumbled now. Repair fundamentals. So key. Those 2 things there are so key. See, that's the thing, okay. When it comes to big news tomorrow for the pound, and that is definitely going to make our pound weaker. We're going to interest rate decision of a cut. So even still, when it comes to that, I sort of understand why YK's gone for a sell, but I don't think he's added that into his analysis in terms of the interest rate decision. When that's going to start making the pound bearish, I'm not too sure. I mean, we're sort of getting that pound weakness anyways. But yeah. But that's why I don't look at SMT, because when it comes to SMT, it doesn't actually tell you what not to trade. It tells you what to trade in terms of different charts. And sometimes it is a really false giver. I like SMT. I think it's good, but I think it does have its flaws. I think fundamentally it's better to look at it from the fundamental perspective and just dictate what currency you really want to be buying and what currency you want to be selling. So at the end of the day, we're buying a currency against a different one, or we're selling. So we are dictating that one currency is going to be stronger than the other or weaker. And the best way to do that really is from a standpoint of an economy, especially when everything's data-driven. Right now, we're so data-driven. So that's a reason why we're not really seeing the PA we normally see. Very low volume. Like I said, though, it's no different to any other summer we've had in years, so... It makes sense. We all expect this. We all expect it. Do you know what I mean? Is anyone else looking at anything else? Because at the moment, EUGU and EG isn't giving much. For me, yen pairs aren't giving much. Is there anyone else looking at gold? Is anyone in on gold or looking at gold at the moment? Because New York has been so nice for gold, and we're probably going to have the same thing happen today, really. I'm in Discord, bro. How do I get the indicator? Let me send it into the free chat for you, bro. I'll just send you the link for it. Just put in the chat indicator, bro. In the free chat if you can, in under the lobby section. And again, anyone else need this, just jump in the Discord. I've sent it into the free chat. I'll just send the link in again. There you go, bro. Go on that link, and it should take you to TradingView. Make sure you're logged into the account that you use, and then just yeah, save it to favorites. Press that little rocket, and it should save to your charts. So it's literally just in the free chat, boys. Just click on that link. It should take you to a TradingView. Make sure you're logged in and all that game. And then click that rocket there, and it should save it to your favorites. All of the stuff that's on there as well is here. So you get to understand what's really going on there. NZD/JPY, the New Zealand dollar. Let's see how that's getting on. So pretty strong against the yen, mainly because that the yen is still weak. If you go towards the yen basket, we're very bearish. And what the yen basket is it pretty much is the yen against all other currencies. So what a basket means is that, say for an example, our main currency here is JPY. This chart here is pretty much the JPY against all of our other currencies. So our main currencies are euro, dollar, Swiss franc, etc, etc. I can't remember what to write them all down. So this chart is pretty much telling us we are bearish yen against all currencies. So that's why again those buys would be nice for the yen. Do you look at Forex Factory for it, bro? I look at Forex Factory. If people looked more into fundamentals, would you say they wouldn't have taken these sales today? I'm not sure, man. I didn't take it because of fundamentals. But I mean, I was here at 6:30 in the morning analyzing it for about a couple hours. So would anyone else? If you did the same as me, yeah, but if you didn't, then probably not, because I don't think it was an obvious euro strength that was going to come through. Retail sales helped it, but the bullish euro was going to come at some point, and it makes sense to come now before the pound interest rate cut. And again, we've got that bearish dollar come through as well, which really does help with the EU. But I knew the dollar was going to start becoming bearish, and I knew the euro was going to start becoming bullish. But it was a matter of time, and I didn't want to jump in because I knew it was going to come bullish at some point, and then we got it, right? So thank God I didn't jump into the sales. Hopefully, I mean, I was on a pre-London stream to about 30, 40 odd people, so I hope those guys also didn't feel the need to jump in. Because again, low volume markets, we've done, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but me and the boys this year have done really well in terms of percent. We've not gone for major trades. We've not placed that many trades, but we still come out on top with those percents. And again, on a yearly basis, all of that adds up. Markets haven't done anything, Jake. Josh, sorry. Why do I keep calling you everything but your name? Yesterday, I'm pretty sure I called you John, bro. Called you John, and now I just called you Jake. Why am I ashing this tea, bro? Let me put this down. You can just tell I'm an addict. Indicate 80. If you want an indicator, bro, I literally just shot it into the Discord. That goes for everyone else, innit? If you want that indicator, just jump into the Discord. The link's in our Instagram. Just go on that for the in the free chat. Do you reckon gold will carry on going down? I don't think it's going to carry on down. I think the main bias is still bullish on the higher time frame. Like what I've said for quite a while now, we've been stuck in this gold range for time. This high to this low, we're still within this bullish trading range. So for me, I would only really look for longs because we're still in that range. Sells has got a lot of liquidity to the sell side, but again, if we've still got massive uncertainty in the markets, commodities like safe haven commodities like gold and silver are still going to come up. So I'd say you're more favouring the longs, especially as the DXY is quite weak. I think you would massively be favouring the longs. It's a matter of where do we long from. We've come... Oh, my phone died. My phone died. Boys, my phone died. Boys, if you're on that TikTok stream, do me a favour, just let me know my phone died. I mean, there's only like fucking 8 people on anyways, but... Now, Charles, just me and you guys on YouTube. GU sells off Monday high. Let's have a look. GU sells, I kind of like the idea of. But I still think they're massively risky, though, just because of the higher time frame. And the narrative of the market. Have we grabbed that high yet? No, we've not grabbed that high. I'm going to mark out that high, though. Get back on Tiki. What the fuck was that, bruv? Sorry, boys, my phone just died. Do you used to trade in office in Canary? Yeah, we used to, bro. We still go up there a few times, man, but it's just long because realistically we trade London session from 7 till 10, and not only that, I jump on a 2-hour call with my members at 2. Sorry, at 6:30 in the morning. So it is quite hard to get to Canary Wharf before then. I literally would have to leave at about fucking like 4:30 to get there for like 6, or like 4:45, 4:45. And what type of life's that, boys? I'm still that trade still. Wait, what? T-Loose? The fuck you on about, brother? What do you mean? Sorry, man. Who's in here anyways on the tickers? Alright, boys, if you're on a TikTok, do me a favour. If you've learnt something today, just one thing, even if it's about the markets or something to do with the markets today or near future or past, drop a little share on the fucking thing, you man. Drop a little share. I'll be honest, boys, I'm here on the daily giving any advice on any charts you boys have. I personally trade London session, have done for years now. For approximately like 5.5 years I've traded it. Been profitable for about 3.5, near enough 4 now. Yeah. I'm on the markets every day for at least about 6-7 hours. And I've done the exact same thing year in, year out. So, boys, feel free to drop a follow, whatever, if you boys want to see this daily. I stream over on YouTube as well. I mainly stream on YouTube. Most of the teams in here who trade New York. So, feel free to jump on there. But yeah, I'll get a little bit of a sell-off on GU now. I do want to see it come up to that Monday high. That would be nice. What pair is that? This is GU. By the way, boys, my pair and currencies, my currency at the times always at the bottom. If you ever can't see it, just give me a shout. But it is there. You can barely see it. I'm not going to lie. You can actually barely see it. That's a bit better. What are your thoughts on the mechanical trading? See lots of people using mechanical strategies. Absolutely, bro. When it comes to mechanical trading, that come around in about the 1980s. 1970s, 1980s, mechanical trading, technical analysis came around. A lot of people thought it was complete fugazi and it was wizardry and it was witchery when it came into the industry. But technical analysis has now been referred to as one of the newest ways to trade. A lot of people still trade mainly fundamentally based. I trade heavily fundamentally based. But when it comes to sort of a mechanical system, are you talking about AI? Are you talking about technical, mechanical? Because a lot of people do refer to mechanical as technical analysis, which is really pretty much just what's on the chart. But some people talk about mechanical when it comes to AI. Okay, technical, yeah. So, yeah, when it comes to mechanical, bro, yeah, man, you got a lot of traders started trading it in like 1970s, 1980s. It sort of came about in the 1980s mainly. And, yeah, a lot of traders have been using it since then. I know a few hedge fund traders up in London at the moment that do still trade 99% fundamental, and yeah, you can't ignore fundamentals. In my opinion, if you ignore fundamentals, you will not be profitable. That's like one of my things I stand by. I know so many traders that have been traded a strategy, got made a load of money, and then stopped because their strategy no longer worked, or they didn't actually understand the sort of real idea of how the market moves, which does completely fucking shoot people, because a lot of people don't want to do that hard work, and a lot of that hard work is through fundamentals. So that it does get a little bit more difficult on that front. But yeah, technicals, man, I stand by them. If anyone tells you like technicals doesn't work, it's an absolute lie. It's bullshit. It's a fact that a lot of traders from the 1980s onwards have started trading a lot more technically based strategies. I'm not just talking about retail heads. I'm talking about fundamental hedge fund traders and stuff like that. So your more sort of actual high up traders with big funds still trade mechanical. Obviously, still trade that fundamental outlook, which is why for me it can never totally be technical, unless you've worked on a system for fucking years and years and years. Even still, man, you never know what's coming around the corner for a currency, and the only way to really dictate that is by that fundamental analysis. But yeah. Can you rank euro, pound, dollar from strongest to weakest, struggling with buyers? Absolutely, Harvey, my boy. So, where's my mouse? Here we are. So, at the moment, euro's the strongest. And then after that is the pound. And then after that is the dollar. This is the current sentiment for the market. For me, these two are going to consistently just flip. We've got pound weakness and dollar weakness. But the euro is the one that's stronger. So any positions, like I was saying, EG buys are nice, and then EU buys are nice. So that's where I'm at in terms of the euro, pound, and the dollar. Hence why no trades for me. I know we did have the buy move, but GU was far too late for the entry, and then EU just obviously didn't give us that entry. I don't actually know that many mentors who helped their community that early. Yeah, come on, bruv. A lot of man ain't like us, Shane. Because a lot of these mentors aren't actual fucking traders, bro. That's why. And I don't understand what you actually need to do as a trader. They never have traded. They never fucking made money from these markets. Or they just trade fucking New York session. Either one. EU still flying. We're nearly up 0.5% for the day. Do you know how nuts that is? 0.5%. Really shows that dollar weakness. Dollar weakness. In terms of news for the rest of the day, we've got nothing. Oh no, wait, we've got S&P Global Services. That's a Canada. I don't know really matter. Tomorrow we got a lot of Chinese news. We've obviously got we've got unemployment on our Swiss franc. Balance of trade from Germany. Interest rate decision at 12 o'clock. Monetary policy, along with that, jobless claims, initial jobless claims for the dollar. IV PMI coming out of Canada. That's sort of the rest of our week, really. We actually got nothing Friday at all, I think. Save some CAD news. Other than that, nothing. Yes, James, what are you saying, bruv? But that is the current narrative in the market, man. So it's difficult at the moment, boys. You're either losing or you're not getting trades, right? I'm sure you boys can understand that, innit? A lot of people still are jumping in positions and getting themselves wrecked, though, I'll be honest. Yo, mate, where's everyone at, bro? Mainly on YouTube, bro. I don't know. I think his TikTok account's got a shadow ban or something. Might have to make a new account. I might have to make a new account. Yeah, the dollar is still coming down. And again, higher time frame. Sort of the exact same I was saying with EU. The last week has been very bullish. So this is why a lot of people are still trying to short EU and GU. But we do potentially have a flip soon. It depends if we close below this fair value or if we don't. Same for EU, right? The higher time frame daily is very important. Let's not ignore that at all. When did you last take a trade? Bro, my last trade was what, start of July? That's my last trade. Start of July. Or the start of August, end of July was very low liquidity. So for me, it's been about a month. Nothing wrong with that though, man. These markets are like it's literally like no man's land, boys. What do you think on gold today, bro? I mean, again with gold, I'm still bullish gold. Like, we're still stuck in that higher time frame daily, which is a bullish trading range. So for me, I'm still really higher time frame bullish. And again, at the moment, I'd say still bullish. Yo, bro, I'm struggling to believe if trading is actually possible. Why is that, Kevin? You always gotta have that element. When you're not profitable, you always have that element of like, does this actually make money? Am I actually able to make money from this? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. There's no denying that. Obviously, I'm gonna believe that a lot more than you, because at the stage where I'm at. But at the same time, you do just have to continue with what you're doing, Kevin. And this is the main reason why people give up, because they think that trading is really not a possible route for them. But Kevin, let me ask you something. Where have you learned? Where have you learned trading? Like, where have you? What's your story? Should I ask? For EU, could this be the manipulation for a big move down to close the week? We'll see. We will see. I don't think so because the euro is quite strong. But yeah, on my London price yesterday, yeah, like London was poor. Can't remember what pair. Most of them, bro. To be honest with you, you need a strategy that works for you. Still, 100%, bro. 100%. I've got funding and blow challenges and 11k pounds down, bro. I'm hurt, man. Happens, Kevin. But the thing is, have you learnt from those challenges? Have you learnt with that 11 grand? If you haven't, then there's a big issue there. Are you in our mentoring, Kevin? I watched the ICT 2022 market structure videos, heard everything. I've even watched a bit of your YouTube content. But that's the thing. When it comes to ICT's YouTube and even our YouTube, you're not going to be able to be profitable from it. Like, you just won't. And the reason why, because there's a lot more to trading than just a simple strategy or just... There's a lot more to it. There's so many variables that changes price, and understanding that is so key. And understanding when to trade and what to trade at certain times is fucking key. Fundamentals is key. I've done a few videos on YouTube for fundamentals, mainly it's in the mentoring. But yeah, Kevin, realistically, bro, there's a lot more to these charts than what ICT is going to show you, and a lot more to trading than what ICT is going to show you, and what our YouTube's going to show you. You need to get, bro. Yeah, I'll be honest, bro. Getting the mentoring. What I'll do, Kevin, is I'll give you 50% off for your first month, because you've had such a shit time of training. But you getting to learn everything in trading is key. Everything, literally fucking everything. We cover everything. If you miss anything, it's a matter of unprofitable and profitability. To be massively honest with you. And at the end of the day, Kevin, man, if you've got any questions, yeah, like what Seaham just said, that's actually mad you just said that. Bro, you can literally just ask me whilst I'm on stream. I stream daily to the members from 6:30 to 8:30. And there we dictate what price is going to do. This morning, I saved a good amount of us not jumping into EU sells because of the bullish euro. But yeah, Kevin, drop me a message, man. Just so I can know your journey and all that stuff. And I'll be honest, mate, I'll be able to help you with anything. 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 No, I'm joking, bro. Yeah, that's it, T-Loose. There's a lot more to learn than just the strategy. That's how the game is, man. And I say that because for me, right, I thought it was just a simple strategy, right? If you trade your strategy and you just don't switch up on it, and you make money from it, and you still continue to trade the exact same way, it's going to get you far, but it's only going to get you so far. You're going to lose accounts at some point, You're gonna have to get funding back. You're gonna have to then get payouts again and stuff like that. It's a long process, right? And there's a lot of stuff is in trading. You get taught whilst physically fucking trading. You know what I mean? A lot of psychological situations and stuff like that only really get seen to the those who actually do put money to the market. So Kevin, you've noticed like a side to trading which is shit. But now you've got to realise how to overcome that and what you have to do differently to avoid that, because you know there is that element of losing a lot of money, and that is trading. Because at the end of the day, you're betting. It's a bet. It is. At the end of the day, it's a bet. When it comes to a bet, you've got to do enough analysis in order to actually jump into decent trades, actually not jump into shit ones, right? Because that's what a lot of men do. You might be able to jump in a lot of good trades, but if you also jump into a lot of shit trades, you're gonna have a hard time. Even if you've got got higher win rate or whatever, psychology always gets the better of you if you're new to the markets. Have you took any trades today, bro? Not today, my boy. Nothing for me today. I was looking for EU EG buys, but I trade the ALG strategy, and it just hasn't given us anything. Didn't come and sweep sell side liquidity, EG or EU. So yeah, it was unable to get anything today. Got to remember, you are learning the hardest thing in the world. Yeah, that's true, man. Like, trading is very hard. A lot of people think it's easy because they think a lot of people have managed to do it online, but I can assure you that is not the truth. The the stats, right, from funded accounts, right? Someone sent this to the Discord this morning whilst we was on call in the morning. 5% of people pass their challenge. 1 to 5% of people get their first payout. And then I think less than 1% actually consistently make payouts after that. So you've got to be less than 1% of people, right? In order to do that, you've got to think differently to other people. And that way isn't by just looking at a certain strategy, man. There's so much more to it. So much more to it, boy. I failed like 5 times before I got my first payout. Yeah, you failed 5 times. Bro, that's how it, bro, I failed way more than 5 times, man. Mate, me and Lou must have spent about $12,000-$13,000 on accounts before we really started to actually make money back. But yeah, the stats are nuts, boys. Only 4 in 1,000 people pass a prop firm challenge. 4 in 1,000 people. Pass a challenge and get a payout or something like that. And I'll be honest, in my group, there's about 8,200 people. Only about 100 odd are signed up to the mentoring. And I think probably about 30 to 40% of our mentoring is funded and passing challenges. Mainly because a lot of people are new to trading. So the stats in our Discord are a joke in comparison to like the actual industry stats. But yeah, the stats are crazy. Also, bro, do you have the same trade frequency as Lou? Like, you trade frequency? Frequency? What do you mean? Like, as in how many trades we place type shit? Or Mace, is it easier to get a payout with ACG than Optimal? I feel like it's very hard with Optimal. Oh, definitely, bro. ACG have been in the game way longer. Way longer. They're a prop firm now. Same with FTMO, right? They're going to be your best for payouts. But Optimal will pay out, bro. But obviously they've had a lot of problems at the moment. Yeah, man, the people who think copying a strategy will make you profitable, but there's a lot of mentors or anything. That's literally it, Shane. No cap. I remember when you say, Mace, the amount of people you see pass props and never heard of them again. So many people, man. So many fucking people. A lot of people got big-headed after passing challenges, lost them, and then, bro, I've not heard from those people since. And I've said this for time, man. Don't lose your head. What I mean by lose your head, don't get too happy when things get good, and don't get too sad when things get sad. Because that's something that's going to fuck with you. Yeah, how many you place? I definitely place less than Louis. Definitely. I take fundamentals into account a lot more. That for me would eliminate a lot of trades, a lot of losses. Obviously some wins. But yeah, a little bit different. Me and Lou trade a little different, but it makes sense for us because we trade the same fund, but we trade separate parts of it. So we trade our prop firm funding a little bit different, which is a better way, right? Because you've got leverage. You're leveraging two different traders' minds. Mace, you said you'd give me £10 commission for a referral. If you get me someone, bro, I'll give you £10 and a high five. If anyone gets any referrals, I'll PayPal you £10 right now. Fuck it, I'll PayPal you £15 if that makes you happier. Will you ever do the London session morning stream instead of Lou? I do a London session stream, boys, but I do it just to the members. What have you DM'd me on, ST? Oh, Sam. Sam, didn't you text me on... You texted me on Discord today. You didn't say anything about a referral, bro. If that is your Discord anyways. What did you shout me on? Shout me on Discord, bro. I don't know what you shouted me on. Bro, I sent 3 people to you. Then fucking let me know. I mean, obviously it's too late now, but whenever you get... Hey, boys, if you get anyone signed up, boys, drop me a message and tell me you got them signed up. Anyone, innit? If you've got anyone signed up, let me know. And then I'm guessing you split payouts with Lou as well. You managed to say fine. That's out. Yeah, that's it, bro. Live access removed. Bro, it didn't even give me a reason why I got banned, bro. It didn't even give me a reason why I got banned. Oh, right. Fraud and scams. Fucking fraud and scams, bro. Mate, what are these men on about? I'm literally helping people not do shit stuff. I'll be honest, I was going to make another account anyway. Yeah, mate, TikTok's a joke, bro. There's people on there that have literally got like MT5 showing and like fucking bare trades on. Don't get banned. Has hundreds of people on board. You get one guy who actually knows about the markets and actually is actually just trying to help people. You get banned. Bro, what even is this industry, bro? This industry is actually mad, mate. Not gonna lie. Mad. Would you, and then I'm guessing, okay, yeah. What do you mean same fund? How do you and Louis trade? You just buy prop firms. Why would you split? What do you mean? Exactly that, bro. Well, we get funded together. We trade accounts, and then we pretty much trade them under Rich S. That's how it goes, bro. And then we split payouts. Why would you split? It's a good question if you don't have mates like me. I'll be honest, me and Lou are... We are Cody's, bro. Me and Lou split everything, man. We learn together, we make money together, boys. That's how it works, man. What do you mean trade under Rich S? How does that work? So our ACG accounts are pretty much on our funding accounts are under Rich S. We pay our payouts are paid into our company pretty much. You looked into a PAM fund. Yeah, we've looked into a PAM fund. We're just going to start one with a broker, but it's hard to find a good broker to start a PAM fund with because there's so many dodgy brokers out there. We're trying to find a good broker. But I mean, at the moment, we trade funded accounts, so it's not much of a problem. We don't have to go towards a PAM fund. But yeah, you just got to find a good broker if you want to open up a PAM fund, man. Has to be a good broker. Why Dix? Why so weak today? The dollar's just weak, boys. There's nothing strong about the dollar. Only reason it's been strong recently is because there's so much uncertainty caused by the US. So the main reason why we're seeing a dollar weakness now is because that euro bullishness is coming in. The euro economy is way stronger than the dollar. And again, we're looking at potential rate cuts for the US, right? And what that's going to bring. And we've seen unemployment claims go up even more. So more people unemployed. So interest rates, yeah, even more reason for them to sort of come down, right? Plus, bear in mind, Trump said yesterday that... Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I was watching the meeting that he had. He was answering questions. He was saying that by the end of the week, there should be a new Fed governor. It would either be someone who's on the 4-month cycle, so essentially now to the start of Jan, or they're going to get someone in permanently. We'll see that in the next few days, really. And then they're probably, and this is sort of my theory behind it, whoever they're going to put into charge with the Fed is just going to listen to Trump, so they are going to cut interest rates vigorously. That is going to make the dollar very weak. Very weak. They want to cut it by like 2 whole basis points, which is about 2% cut of interest rates. 4.5% or something, all the way back down to about 2.5%. Our interest rates will become the strongest interest rates in the world, out of the best economies. So that will gain some strength from the pound. That will be later on, though. I think we'll have that cut during September. We've already had... oh, wait, no, maybe August. No, actually, no. I think we're having a cut in August. Or September. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to get close to the time. But that will make the dollar bearish. So the dollar really is weak. The economy's weak. Growth's not there. The labour side of the market's not the best. And stuff like that. My sister just texted me. Powell's gone then. Yeah, Powell's gone pretty much. Powell's gone. He stepped down, didn't he? I'm pretty sure. Well, he stepped down. He pretty much just got fucking told to piss off. What do you think of copy trading? Meaning same accounts on one trade. Do you mean one? You mean same trade on different accounts? Is that what you meant, Shane? Sorry. I had a chance to request 7% FTMO payout. Got greedy and now it's starting balance. That's a lesson learnt, Sam. At least you haven't lost your account, though, bro. That's a lesson learnt, though, man. 7%. Sam, how many times have I said to you, all you need to make a month is a couple percent? And this is the exact reason why I say it, because you get too greedy. This is the exact reason why. Trust me, just aim for those smaller percents. You're going to earn a lot more money. What's Lou doing right now, G? I'm not too sure, Kevin. I'll be so honest with you, bro. I'm not massively too sure. Yeah, so say you have 3 props and you want to trade all, I wouldn't like that. Yeah. See, I would... Yeah, you would need a copy trader, bro. You'd need a software. You need well, you don't need a software. You just need a website really that can do it for you. But if you've got like 2 accounts, you don't have to do that. 3 accounts, you probably would. Anything above 3, anything 3 or above, I probably would. Check gold. Where's gold? Are we going to see this move up, or are we going to come to Friday low and see the move up? We filled pretty much all this imbalance, haven't we? Yeah, we filled the 4 hour. We come to the 1 hour. We see how we react here. I'm still bullish. Again, we're still really bullish gold, especially even just in this 1 hour time frame. We are bullish. Momentum looks lovely. Momentum was very quick to the upside last New York. New York's the best session for gold, to be honest. I think gold buys anywhere here is nice. Take advantage of that weak dollar. But towards you guys are the best traders on the net, in my opinion. Love the streams. Appreciate you, Kevin, man. Appreciate you, my boy. We do try to make it as informative and give you guys as much help as possible, man. Love the streams, my bro. I'm gonna go goon and chill, my boys. Get my mind off trading a bit and hit you up for the mentorship. Cool, my bro. Yeah, top man, my boy. Well, yeah, Kev, give me a shout, bro, and we'll go through it, and we'll start. We'll get you right on the right. We'll get you on the right track. Because it sounds like you've had a pretty shit start, but let's change that, man. T-Pun UJ, what did you jump in? Was it the cells this morning? Was actually made you come up with the name Rich S? Was it random? No, it was quite smart. So Louis come up with it. So what Rich S means in French is wealth, and in the country where they speak, well, in the country that has the highest GDP in the world, they speak French, which is Monaco. So made sense. So the highest GDP in the world is Monaco. They speak French. Wealth in French is richesse. It's a fucking cool name as well. I think Kev's the new Boulder King. Kevin actually wants to learn though, which is sick. That's what I like to hear, man. I'm not gonna lie. New J Long from ASL to Asia High, the same thing. Perfect textbook setup. Yeah, bang him. Oh, you got in the long. Nice. Nice. Right, boys, I'm going to jump off now. I need to go chill out. I need to eat something as well. I need to keep up to date with these markets. So, boys, I'll see you, man, in the morning. Like what I said, bias is changing quite a lot for me. I'm quite strong on the euro now, quite weak on the dollar. We'll go into those markets tomorrow. If you want to get into that morning stream so you can actually understand where the market's going early or on, 6:30 to 8:30, give me a message now, boys. We'll get you, man.